Hi, my name's Miss Berman. Yes, we're excited to meet everybody in the beginning of the school year, and we are also excited to share with you a summer project that we've been working on, and just going to go over the basics of it. And Miss Thornberger, I hope you'll give me some advice because I finished mine and I really want some feedback. Thank you. Well, I just wanted to make sure that you knew on every slide I was going to include data, pictures, and an explanation, and that there's supposed to be 5 slides in the presentation itself. One for the bio, one for community and service, one for home and family, one for hobbies and recreation, and one for education and career. So let me show you what I got. So I'm going to start from the best slide. I put all my pictures up. I'll just kind of scroll through so you can see them.
That is really creepy.
Let me know if you have any advice. Is there anything you think I should change? Oh yeah, I've been like I'm looking for pictures for hours. This has been so cool. I've gotten through so many memories. Can you see all these pictures I did? Okay. Gotcha. Well, I definitely want a 4. You know, I like to do well in my assignments. Well, I guess it says here like one of you could do like a tally chart. I did a data table in one of them. You know, I love bar graphs. Or you could do line graphs, scatter plots. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I don't think I put one in that. The first, well, I just thought you'd want it one with all of the different, you know, all the different pieces, like like all the different like parts of me, you know, so everyone can get to know me. Oh, so you're saying maybe don't use this slide. Okay, yeah, you know, maybe I can pare down the pictures because you're right. There isn't a grade for pictures. It's more for the data. I'm trying to get the data. Okay, I'm really glad I had this conversation with you because I can also see I didn't even put data on this slide and I didn't put any data on my cooking slide either. So these are two. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Y by X. I know. I need to put a, so distance that my distance that my friends live from my house. Cool. Okay, great. Well, I'll play around with this. Thanks for that great feedback. Is there anything else I should fix right now, you think, or if I just put a graph? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm, yeah. Or maybe I could make my data be about that because, I do love gardening. So I could, maybe I could do an experiment and graph some of that data. Oh, that's true. I have to explain if I put it on there. Okay, I love it. So I'll focus more on that. And I think definitely your idea about looking at the rubric is going to help me out because I can do this. I can do these parts a little bit better. Ooh, well, now that I've seen that you need to have 5 correct personal representations, meaning basically like 5 data tables or like bar graphs or stuff, I don't have that, so I'm at a 1, even though I've been putting a lot of time into it. So I think with some quick fixes, I can get some more data on there. But that actually speaks to the planning. So yeah, I think I have a 1. I just wanted to kind of show a little bit about the planning. Like when we do the steps for this project, one of the first steps that we both would like you to take as you start is to go through and read the rubric. Okay, so one of the things we think is really important is understanding the rubric. And once you've done that, we've provided one more. Miss Dornberger, you found one too, right? So you did a presentation already? So you're okay getting some feedback from the students on the presentation? So the first step is to really go through the rubric, and this links you to Ms. Dornberger's work, and then you're going to be able to, in this, put your score you think that she should have. After that, we're on to step 2 of the project, which is planning the parts of your presentation. So there is some questions below. These are not an exhaustive list, but they go through each of the categories or the topics for each page and might give you some good prompts for what kind of information to include. So step 2, right? We didn't do this presentation just in one day. Step 2 would be brainstorming the parts you want to include. And step 3 is my favorite part as a scientist. I did mine first on a piece of paper for some of these, but basically planning the type of data and brainstorming the type of data you want to collect, and then collecting it, because data doesn't just kind of pop out of thin air. Sometimes it takes a couple days to think about how to organize it, and then sometimes the data project might be taken over the past year or so. And then these are some ideas down here, but we are excited to see what kind of data points you guys can show us. And then the last piece, or second to last piece, would be organizing the data into data tables, tally charts, histograms, bar graphs, any one of these 5 that look good to you, taking advantage of resources that we have linked here in the rubric, and anything that you look up online or have used in years previous. Really, we just want to see you show us different kind of data representations. So that 4th step is really organizing the data. And then lastly is publishing it, putting all of it into one place like we have in slides. Thanks, guys.